again, my friends, and welcome back to the channel. This is Legendary Tabletop, and we have just a really quick, fun, easy video for you today. Now, everybody is talking about square bases these days as the old world brings back the popularity of regiment-based war games. Whether you're doing old world or one-page rules regiments, Kings of War, or some of the newer games like from Parabellum, Conquest, there are a lot of fun options. And also for those of you who are converting your other miniatures either from Age of Sigmar or other games, we're going to do a quick little tutorial today on how to build some easy MDF movement trays. Now I have a freshly painted unit here of great swords, and I've made a little stencil of the size of that unit where I'm tracing it onto the MDF, and I'm leaving just a tiny little space which I'm marking along the edges in order to have a small riser which will blend the bases with the movement tray. And for me, movement trays are definitely essential for these type of games. If you're having little armies with hundreds of little dudes, it makes it a little easier to push them around the table. It makes it a little easier to store them, makes it a little easier to take them out for a game. And it can be already expensive to do this hobby, so it can likewise be expensive to buy these 3D printed from Etsy or from Games Workshop themselves, or Kings of War makes movement trays, but all these trays are expensive and they're made from plastic, so not good, right? So we're taking some of this MDF, we've cut some little strips, used some tacky glue to create a tiny little riser around the edges, and now I have one of my favorite hobby tools, cheap silicone caulking, which we're going to glove up, and we're going to use a little bit of water on the tips of our fingers in order to blend in and create a little bit of edge on our tray here. And this is a nice addition to any of our sort of foam or cardboard based crafts, because once this stuff dries, it's very sturdy, and generally it's cheaper than things like green stuff and milliput and clay and other expensive basing products. You just got to make sure it can be a little bit irritating to your skin, so you must glove up and be safe, and a little bit of water helps. And also too, if you leave it for an hour or two, it tends to get a bit more tacky, and you can tend to start to like spread it or stamp it to create patterns. And here is kind of like a final product. This is a unit of Thunderers, which I've done a similar thing with some cardboard, and you can kind of see that there's no magnets, but gravity is enough to hold these guys and to move them around the table, which is the ultimate goal. So now about an hour has passed, and the silicone caulking has become somewhat tacky, and so now I'm taking some of the rocks that are on the base of the unit, which is going to go in here. The great swords, they have the same thing, and you're going to do this with any of the units that you are going to build a tray for. I like to have specific trays for each unit for storage purposes, and then also obviously we're matching stylistically what we do to the base along the edges here. So just a couple little rocks here to break up the space, and then off camera I put a little Elmer's glue over that and some sand to match exactly the type of base that I have put on this unit. And same thing here, I have the same color that I've painted the bases. This is a Vallejo greenish brown, and we're just sort of getting 2 thin coats on here, and that's enough to solidify and get us a nice solid color. And then I'm taking this Vallejo blue-green or not blue-green, blue-gray, and hitting the rocks. Same thing on the base of the unit, and this is just, you know, a cheap, easy way to do the movement tray. Now you can do these with foam, different types of foam, XPS foam, dollar store foam. I like the MDF because it's a little bit subtle and sturdy, but basically, you know, if you don't have the proper funds, or you just use cardboard and a little bit of caulk, it'll cost you, you know, maybe $1 to make, you know, 10 of these things. You could make movement trays for your entire army. And then now I'm matching some of the basing of my Empire army, which this is going with, and there's just some regular railroad flocking that's going on here. I'm not using static grass or anything. I'm just matching the motif, so to speak, that I have on my Empire army, with just a little bit of grass and a little bit of sealant on these boys. Some what's it called? Some varnish on there, and we're pretty much good on this movement tray. And I'm putting some of that same flock here on the base of the flag, the standard bearer here, and now we have a nice movement tray, an easy little project. And you know, sometimes projects like these are a nice way to get over our hobby, you know, creative blocks, so to speak. You know, something, a real simple, easy project to get us going again. And then here's the completed movement tray, and it looks nice, matches the motif of both the unit and the army. It's simple, and there's not much else, you know, that we can say or do about this. And thank you guys for watching. We're going to show you a couple other of the movement trays, but thank you for, you know, your time here. And if you enjoyed this, please like, please subscribe. If I haven't earned your subscription here, check out some of my backlog of videos. We have battle reports, wartime videos, painting videos, crafting videos, terrain videos, all sorts of things to do with the tabletop here. And you could see a foam style movement tray here that I have built for my Wood Elf army. And then here's another part of the Wood Elf army here, which has this sort of like ruined forest fall leaf motif, I think, which goes really great with the green cloaks. And that is our simple movement tray. So yeah, like and subscribe, guys. We're gonna call that a day, and we're going to also roll that beautiful bean footage.